monitoring the extent of readiness to implement the Sustainable Development Goals. SAIS are national entities charged with monitoring public funds and the quality and integrity of financial statements. Its competences and effectiveness vary according to governance systems and government policies. SAIS can play a key role in implementing the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development by follow-up and review process, enhance efficiency, effectiveness, transparency and accountability, enhancing awareness and understanding of the role of SAIS in following up, reviewing and implementing the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals Plan. The InterSAI community has responded to this development by including the Sustainable Development Goals in InterSAI's overall priorities to achieve its goals, as well as contributing to the follow-up and review of its goals within the framework of the efforts made by each country regarding specific sustainable development and the individual powers of the supreme audit institutions. In this regard, InterSAI provided a guide on monitoring the extent of readiness to implement its objectives. Its goal is guidance on how the oversight teams in the SAI use the whole-of-government approach in planning, performance, oversight tasks, in accordance with the International Standard for Supreme Audit Institutions and Accounting, on the extent of the government's readiness to implement the 2030 plan, implement it, and prepare reports on it. Implementation, monitoring the extent of readiness to implement the Sustainable Development Goals at the state level. Countries are at different stages in their awareness and integration of the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals with national processes. While some countries may only be aware of the plan, others are integrating the SDGs into national planning processes and preparing specialized institutional arrangements for implementation. Some other countries may already be in the early implementation stages. SAIS need to take these differences into account, and where your country is in the process when deciding to conduct audits related to the SDGs. Follow-up, monitoring and review. The 2030 Agenda commits to engaging in systematic follow-up, monitoring and review of progress achieved with the aim of contributing to effective implementation and helping countries achieve and track maximum progress. The plan sets out a framework for follow-up and review at the national, regional, and global levels to enhance accountability, support international cooperation, encourage mutual learning, and share good practices. In the early years, the reviews are expected to focus on progress in integrating the SDGs into national development plans, strategies, and policies, aligning them with national circumstances and settling or adjusting relevant institutional arrangements.